Premanande. Readings from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto Manande. Readings from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 1, verse number 21. The chapter is titled Advent of Krishna, Introduction. So before getting into the verse, we'll chant the invocation prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naran Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatyuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. So the verse goes like this. Giram samadho gagane samiritam nishamya vedasti dashanuvachaha Gam paurishim me shnutamarapuno vidhiyatamasho tataiva machiram. So the word to word goes like this. Giram, the vibration of words. Samadhu, in trance. Gagane, in the sky. Samiratham, vibrated. Nishamya, hearing. Vedaha, Lord Brahma. Tridashan, unto the demigods. Uvacha, said. Ha, ho. Gam, the order. Paurushim, received from the Supreme Person. Me, from me. Shrunuta, just hear. Amaraha, O demigods. Punaha, again. Vidhiyatam, execute. Asho, immediately. Tatha eva, just so. Ma, do not. Chiram, delay. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace of Acharnand Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation, we may try to repeat. While in trance, Lord Brahma heard the words of Lord Vishnu vibrating in the sky. He told the demigods, O demigods, hear from me the order of Sirodakashai Vishnu, the Supreme Person, and execute it attentively without delay. Purport. It appears that the words of the Supreme Personality of Godhead can be heard in trance by competent persons. Modern science gives us telephones by which one can hear sound vibrations from a distant place. Similarly, although other persons cannot hear the words of Lord Vishnu, Brahma is able to hear the words of the Lord's words within himself. This is confirmed in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam 1.1.1. Tene Brahma Hridaya Adikavaye. Adikavi is Lord Brahma. In the beginning of the creation, Lord Brahma received the instructions of Vedic knowledge from Lord Vishnu through the medium of the heart, Hrida. The same principle is confirmed herewith. While Brahma was in trance, he was able to hear the words of Kshirogatashai Vishnu, and he carried the Lord's message to the demigods. Similarly, in the beginning, Brahma first received the Vedic knowledge from the Supreme Personality of Godhead through the core of the heart. In both instances, the same process was used in transmitting the message to Brahma, to Lord Brahma. In other words, although Lord Vishnu was invisible even to Lord Brahma could hear Lord Vishnu's words through the heart. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is invisible even to Lord Brahma, yet he descends on this earth and becomes visible to people in general. This is certainly an act of his costless mercy, but fools and non-devotees think that Krishna is an ordinary historical person. Because they think that the Lord is an ordinary person like them, they are described as Mudha, Avajananti Mam Mudhaha. The costless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is neglected by such demoniac persons who cannot understand the instructions of Bhagavad Gita. and who therefore misinterpret them. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Sri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunathan Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Paschaitta Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangalangayate Grimit Kupatamaham Mande Shigrum Dinataranam Pramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Mishram Kathanchana Smrite Yasmin Dushkram Sukram Bhavet Vismrite Pritam Syat Sri Chaitanyam Namamitam. Hare Krishna. So first of all, I would like to thank Maharaj for inviting me to share something on Srimad Bhagavatam. I feel very grateful. And next, I would like to express my great joy in seeing so many young people here. Because the movement lies in your hands. You will go on to become temple presidents. You will go on to become GBCs. Some of you may go on to become sannyasis. Some of you may go on to become grihasthas. But you are the future. So whenever I see young people, I become naturally very happy. Then we know that this movement is going to continue for a long time. So Maharaj has made a very, very wise investment, the best investment plan to invest in the youth. So I'm also grateful to Maharaj for that we can see so many young, bright faces here, all bubbling with enthusiasm and doing nice programs. So very grateful for that. And today we are discussing on 10th canto, which is Introduction to the Advent of Lord Krishna and his pastimes. So in the process, the events which led to Advent of Lord Krishna is being discussed here. Specifically, the earth got overburdened with so many people who do not understand what is dharma. So now this question is very interesting question, what is dharma? Because the word dharma has many connotations. Prabhupada gave a series of lectures on the first canto. There are a series of verses in the second chapter, and those lectures are actually published as a book. And the title of that book is called Dharma, the Way of Transcendence. It's a very wonderful book. In case you have read it, you can reread it. In case you have not read it, you can grab that book and read it. Because there is a very nice analysis of dharma from different points of view. So when Krishna says, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata, abhyutanam adharmasya tadatmanam sajamyaham, whenever and wherever there is a decline of religion, then I appear, O son of Kunti, millennium after millennium, he says. So what is that discrepancy in dharma? This is the most important thing that we should understand. The discrepancy in dharma is not the inability to do either social duties or professional duties. Normally we see in this world, people are very expert in doing social duties and professional duties. People are opening up many new professions. They are doing so many things. So that is not the problem. The problem is that there is a discrepancy in understanding for what purpose we exist. That is the problem. That is the core problem. So, what is the purpose we exist? When Prabhupada landed in England, UK, Prabhupada was asked this question that what is the purpose of ISKCON? And Prabhupada said that what is the purpose of human life? Prabhupada said that the purpose of human life is to be happy. But the only problem is that we don't know how to be happy. We don't know how to experience that quality of happiness which has three distinct characteristics. What are the three distinct characteristics of the quality of happiness? First is, it is ever existent. That is the first characteristic of happiness. It is ever existent. Second is, it is ever increasing. It is ever increasing. And the third is, it is full of variety. These three qualities of happiness actually constitutes real happiness. Ever existent, ever increasing, and full of variety. When Prabhupada asked this question, Prabhupada said that variety is the mother of enjoyment. Variety is the mother of enjoyment. So we want that kind of happiness which is ever existent, ever increasing, and full of variety. But unfortunately, we have a medium which cannot take that kind of happiness. That medium is this material body. This material body is by nature painful. This material body is by nature painful. Why it is by nature painful? If you ever had the experience of laughing too much, I don't know, nowadays I don't see people laughing too much. When we were kids, we used to laugh like anything. Nowadays people are too serious. So when we were kids, we had the experience of laughing too much. We used to laugh like anything. We start crying, so much we'll laugh. And the second effect of laughing too much is that you will actually develop stomach pain. I don't know if you have laughed to that extent, that your stomach actually starts paining. Now, the very logical question, if you are happy, why your stomach is paining? It's a very logical question, simple question. If you are happy, your stomach is also supposed to be happy, man. Why it is paining? So that means this medium which we have is by nature painful. If you experience too much happiness, it will cause pain. If you experience too much pain, it will cause pain. And beyond a certain extent, you can neither experience happiness nor experience pain. Like there are cases when someone wins a big lottery, millions of dollars. Someone comes and tells him, oh, you won this lottery. Ah! Finished. The guy died. Because he got too much happy, he got a heart attack, he died. Or too much pain, you die. Yeah. So that means there is a discrepancy in our expectation and the medium we have to fulfill that expectation. You understand this? A very simple thing. There's a discrepancy from our expectation and the medium which we have to fulfill this expectation. Why that discrepancy exists and how to remove that discrepancy consists the proper understanding of dharma. As simple as that. This consists the proper understanding of dharma. The discrepancy exists because we think that this defective medium is what we are. But if this defective medium called body is what we are, then how can we have desires which are inconsistent with the nature of the body? It's a logical question. It's a logical question. Because you cannot have something which you cannot experience. Right? But your expectation is something, you're experiencing something else. So there is a discrepancy. So why the discrepancy is there? This question has to be asked. This is the question of an intelligent man. This is the question of an intelligent person. That intelligent person asks this question. And that question is the first question of Vedanta Sutra, Om Atato Brahma Jigyasa. What does that mean? That means that I have a certain aspiration and I have a certain medium. I am trying my best to fulfill my aspiration with the medium I have, but that is not working. So an intelligent person has to ask this question, why it is not working? But the point is, he needs to ask the question to a person who knows the answer. So when that answer is lost, then Krishna himself comes to give that answer. This is called dharmasya glanihi. Discrepancy in understanding what is dharma. Krishna comes with his whole band of people from Vrindavan, from Mathura, from Dwarka. And then he shows this world, your real identity is to have a nice time with me. That's your real identity. You just have to have a nice time with me. You're not having this nice time. You're trying to have a nice time yourself. It's not working for you. Why don't you give up this idea of having a nice time by yourself and then come and join my party? And then you have a nice time with me. So in order to establish this, Krishna comes as various incarnations. Because somebody likes Krishna as Krishna. Somebody likes Krishna as Nrsimhadev. Somebody likes Krishna as Rama. Somebody likes Krishna as some other thing. So Krishna wants to give variety of choices. I can be like this, I can be like that, I can be like this. Normally, I don't know how it works here, but at least in India, when a young man wants to attract a young woman, then he puts various type of dress and comes in front of her. And then shows off like this, like this. And then he's seeing which dress is attractive to this girl. With that, I can try to build relationship. So Krishna is also doing the same thing. He is coming in front of us and showing various forms. You like this? Rushing there. No, you don't like this? Okay, I come as Krishna. Very beautiful, very playful. You don't like this? I come serious, Rama. So he's doing various things. Just to attract our attention. Ananda chinmaya rasatmataya manashu yapraninam pratipalan smaratam upetya leelaitena bhuvanani jayati ajashram govindam adipurusham tamaham bhajami. He's trying his best. He's trying his best. And then, when that's not working so much, then he sends pure devotees. Because then they can expand what Krishna is trying to do. Like he sends his pure devotees. And there's a very nice verse in Bhagavatam in 3rd canto. Janasya Krishnat vimukasya devat. People, what they have done, they have just turned their face away from Krishna. Vimukasya devat. And then what is the result of it? Adharma silasya sudukkitasya. They have become very expert in performing adharma. Adharma silasya means we have become very expert in performing things which is not according to our nature. This is called adharma. Adharma means doing things which is not according to original nature. This is called adharma. Adharma silasya means very expert in performing such things. So what is the result of it? Sudukkitasya. They have become extremely miserable. Extremely miserable. Sudukkitasya. Then he says, Anugrahaya charanti nunam. To simply give mercy to such unfortunate people, there are some pure devotees who are moving here and there. Charanti means they are moving here and there. Like Maharaj keeps walking throughout Canada, just distributing Prabhupada's mercy. Take it, take it, take it, take it. Anugrahaya charanti nunam. Definitely they are moving for this. Nunam means definitely. Because they don't have any other agenda in their movement. Normally, movement is impelled by sense gratification. Normally, in this material world, movement means sense gratification. Movement is a function of sense gratification. That is why a certain type of yogis, they don't move anywhere. It is called ajagra vritti. It is called the way of life of Python. They just don't move anywhere because they want to give up sense gratification. So they just simply stay in one place. So movement implies sense gratification normally, but for a pure devotee, movement implies mercy. Because you want to distribute the mercy. Akrodha Paramananda Nityananda Rai, Abhimanya Shunya Nittai, Nagare Berai. He is going everywhere in all over the city. And then what he is doing, he is simply expecting, he is telling everybody, please chant Hare Krishna. Please chant Hare Krishna. So like that. So, Anugrahaya charanti nunam bhutani bhavyani. These are the most important people. Bhutani bhavyani. Amongst the living entities, these are the most important people. Why they are most important people? Because they know dharma. They know dharma. What dharma? Janardanasya. I belong to Krishna. Krishna belongs to me. Very simple formula. What is that? I belong to Krishna. Krishna belongs to me. Bhutani bhavyani janardanasya. They have identified themselves as I belong to Krishna and Krishna belongs to me. Simple. And they are trying to teach this to everybody. You belong to Krishna and Krishna belongs to you. That is the definition of dharma. When that is disturbed, then so many demoniac forces come. Then naturally Brahma becomes very worried because Brahma's task is to make sure that everybody gets delivered. He has to make a sincere attempt. So therefore he goes to the bank of the milk ocean. Now somebody may say, hey, what is this story, man? Where is the milk ocean? If we can have a saltwater ocean, logically you can also have a milk ocean. It's logical. It's logical. That because scientists are always playing catching up game. You know, there's a game called catch up game. So when there was no means to fly in Kali Yuga, people said, no, you cannot fly. Then some Wright brothers, they made aeroplane. Then they are saying, yes, now we can fly. So then when we were saying that Ravana was flying in flower aeroplane, they were saying, nonsense, how you can fly? Now we are flying left, right and center, top, bottom, down, going up, coming down, so many things we are doing. Now flying is not such a big thing. Then sometimes you see that, there are many mantras, you can send weapon with mantras. Nonsense, how can you send weapon with mantra? Now you see, everybody is saying, hey Siri, hey, don't stop. You say, hey Siri, hey Google, hey Alexa, hey this. They are chanting mantra. We are chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. They are chanting what? Alexa, Siri, Google. And simply by chanting, something is happening. Right? So now they are saying, we are very much advanced. We know voice command. We know voice command. We have been telling for ages. From grandmother's time, we have been telling voice command exists. So science is playing catch-up game. Science is playing what? Catch-up game. So therefore, scientists will take their own time to understand whether there's God or there's no God. Okay. But we should not be bewildered by such things. We should not be bewildered by such things. Okay. So they went to the milk ocean and then they're chanting, Om Sahasra Shirsha Purusha Sahasrakshas Sahasrapad Sabhumim Vishwato Vritva Atyatishtat Dasangulam Purusha Shukta. So this is the way to communicate to the Lord. You chant Purusha Shukta, then the Lord will communicate. Shuktaryameva Nigama Pratitestu Anti Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. So by chanting Purusha Shukta, you can get whatever you want. It's true. You can get whatever you want by chanting Purusha Shukta. So then they chant Purusha Shukta, then the Lord, he gives message in Brahma's heart. This is very important point. How to understand what the Lord says or what Acharya says. It's a very, very important point that we should know. Because sometimes somehow or other, by some unknown good fortune, I teach Bhagavatam. I've been doing that service for about 10 years. So sometimes people ask me this question that I was Prabhu's student. Sureshwar Prabhu was my teacher. When we were studying Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, Sureshwar Prabhu used to teach. So sometimes people ask me this question that what is the technique to study Prabhupada books? What is the technique to study Prabhupada books? There is one most important technique to study Prabhupada books. What is that most important technique? The technique is to have faith in Prabhupada. That to have faith in Prabhupada. If you have faith in Prabhupada, then all the knowledge which is there in this book will become explicitly known to you. This is what Upanishad is saying. Yasya deve parabhakti yata deve tata guru tasya hi katita harta prakashante mahatmanaha. One who has implicit faith in Guru and Krishna, for such great personality, all the imports of Vedic knowledge become manifest. So, the most important point in understanding Krishna consciousness is faith. To the extent you invest faith, to that extent you will understand what is Dharma. The problem with the modern world is they think that knowledge is a function of brain and intellect. That's only material knowledge. Material knowledge is a function of brain and intellect. But the spiritual knowledge is not a function of brain and intellect, because spiritual knowledge is beyond brain and beyond intellect. When Mahaprabhu was touring South India, there were many learned Brahmanas. And Mahaprabhu was seeing them. And then he also found one Brahman who was actually holding the Bhagavad Gita upside down. And all these learned Brahmanas were making fun of him. Hey, this fellow doesn't even know how to hold the book. They were making fun of him. But this guy was crying. Mahaprabhu went and asked him, why are you crying? And why are you holding this book upside down? Then this person said, what to do? I am not a learned person. But somehow or other, my spiritual master told me to read Bhagavad Gita, so I am keeping this Bhagavad Gita in my hand. I don't know whether it is upside down or straight. I don't know. I am such an ignorant fool. Then Mahaprabhu asked him, why are you crying? He said, the very fact, when I take Bhagavad Gita, when I think that the very fact that the Supreme Personality of Godhead became the charioteer of Arjuna, I cannot imagine what kind of mercy is this. And I cannot stop myself from crying. So whenever I take Bhagavad Gita, I cry. What can I do? Then Mahaprabhu told him, you understand Bhagavad Gita. Those guys who are standing and laughing at you, they don't understand Bhagavad Gita. You understand Bhagavad Gita. So it is not a matter of intelligence. Intelligence has its function, but it is not a matter of intelligence. It's a matter of faith first. It's a matter of faith. So therefore, we should invest faith. We should invest faith in the process of Krishna consciousness. We should invest faith in the process of understanding the scripture. We should invest faith in the process of getting the message. Getting the message. That's why we are singing every day, Yasya prasadat Bhagavad prasado, Yasya aprasadan nagati kutopi, dhyayanstu vamstasya, Yasya sandhyan, Vande Guru Sri Saranaravindam. You're also singing very nice English translation of it. I suspect Maharaj wrote that. Who wrote it? There's a translation. That English translation. Very beautiful English translation.
It's always been there.
It's been there?
Yeah.
Oh.
That translation is written by Kalakanta.
It's very nice translation, which you are singing. You sing the Sanskrit and then you sing the English. Yeah, it's nice, very nice. So actually you can get what Sanskrit is saying by singing the English. Yeah. So the process of trying to understand the message of Godhead is the process by which you invest faith in the messenger. That messenger comes in the parampara, starting from Krishna, through Prabhupada and through your own spiritual master, the process of investing faith in the messenger. And by investing that faith, we can understand who Krishna is, who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is. Because still it is easy to understand who Krishna is, because Krishna does many godly things. He lived Govardhan. I saw the whole set of paintings at there. He kills Putana. He does many things which are God things. He does many things which normally human being cannot do. He gets married to 16,108 wives and he simultaneously stays with all of them. So this no human being can do. So it's very easy to understand. Okay, Krishna is God. Sometimes he shows also 400 form. He brings chakra. He does so many things. But Mahaprabhu is very, very simple. Mahaprabhu is very, very simple. And he came as a devotee. Krishna came as a devotee in the form of Mahaprabhu. So therefore, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying that Chaitanya Hridaya Katha Kuriye Vichar. You please properly study the nature of mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Kuriye Chitta Pabe Chamatkar. He says, if you actually do that, then you will understand what kind of magic Lord Chaitanya has done. If you actually do that. So Lord Chaitanya is dancing here in Toronto on the altar. And he's dancing in so many places in the world. I went to Siberia, God-forsaken place, in a place called Irkutsk. There, everything is so... And then suddenly one ISKCON temple. And inside the temple I went, the altar has dancing Gaur Nitai. The altar has dancing Gaur Nitai. So Lord Chaitanya is dancing all over the world. He's dancing all over the world. How did he go and dance all over the world? Because he wanted to. He said that Prithivityacha Jyotanagaraadigram Sarvatra Pracharo Hebe Muranam. He said that every town and village, my name will be become very famous. And then Prabhupada made it happen. He took it to every town and village. And then Prabhupada's followers, many disciples of Prabhupada, they made it happen. They made it happen. So therefore, the message of Lord Chaitanya is a very, very important message. Without Lord Chaitanya's mercy, we cannot understand the mercy of Lord Krishna. So therefore, one should try to understand the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, and one should try to understand how Lord Chaitanya is Supreme Personality of Godhead. It's very important for us to understand this. How Lord Chaitanya is Supreme Personality of Godhead. By understanding this, and by trying to focus on the message of Lord Chaitanya, which is to chant the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhupada said the process is very simple, but the application is very difficult. So the process is very simple. By adopting this simple process of chanting the holy name, following the 4 regulative principles, having prasadam, we can understand the greatest truth. We can understand the greatest truth. What is the greatest truth? The greatest truth is expressed in 2 lines. I belong to Krishna and Krishna belongs to me. We can try to understand this greatest truth simply by accepting the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. So therefore, we are very, very fortunate. We are very fortunate because we appeared at the time when Lord Chaitanya has just appeared. And Prabhupada has just appeared. And that's a very fortunate time. Very fortunate time. It happens once in a day of Brahma. It happens once in a day of Brahma. So therefore, we should utilize this opportunity very nicely. Very nicely we should utilize this opportunity. And then utilize this simple process. Invest faith in this process. Many challenges will come, definitely. But invest faith in this process. Stick together. Try to please Lord Chaitanya. Try to please Prabhupada. Try to please your spiritual master. And then we can see by this simple process, our life will become successful. Our life will become successful. And we will be able to see the Lord. We'll be able to dance with the Lord. We'll be able to hear the message of the Lord. Everything will happen. Everything will happen. So that's some reflections on this verse from my side. Okay. Some questions, comments, more additions. We'll first ask Suresh Prabhu to comment, then
Yes, that famous line from Prabhupada, the process is simple, but the application is difficult. Could you explain why the application is difficult, if it's a simple process?
I think you're a better person to explain this than me. I remember when you were teaching Nectar of Devotion for us, you actually told us some incident which happened in Hawaii, that you were almost trying to drown at one time. And then...
No, that was in Jalangi. That was in...
Jalangi, yeah?
That was coming from Dr. Vinod's house.
Ah, okay.
Jalangi. You mean the song that came...
Yeah. So, I mean, it's difficult because we have so much of impressions which are lying within us, which is there for millions of lifetimes. And those impressions, they keep coming from the mind and they keep disturbing us. The mind wants to keep us in this material world. So therefore, when we say that we are not this body, generally we can figure out we are not this gross body. It's slightly easier to figure out that. But it's very difficult to figure out we are not this mind. We still keep identifying ourselves with the mind. We think that the mind's thoughts are our own thoughts. We think that the mind's likes and dislikes are our own likes and dislikes. But this mind has got nothing to do with us. Krishna is saying in 2nd chapter Bhagavad Gita, Apuryamanam achala pratishtam samudram apa pravishanti yadvat tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve shashanti mapnoti na kama kami. Very beautiful verse. Very beautiful verse. He says that just like many rivers are entering the ocean, and the ocean doesn't get disturbed by those rivers. Ocean is just calm in its own world. It's not disturbed by the rivers. Same way, many thoughts are generated by the mind. Many thoughts are generated by the mind. A real person, a real devotee or a yogi, he is not disturbed by the generation of the thoughts of this mind, nor does he take ownership of those thoughts, nor does he desire to fulfill those thoughts. He just keeps himself aloof from those thoughts. Okay, this is mind's business. I have my own business. My business is to chant the holy name. So, that process of detaching ourselves from the mind simply by focusing on the sound vibration makes the process little challenging. Because when we chant, we all have the experience. The mind comes and shows so many things. So many things. Mind comes and shows one card and then tells, okay, would you like to take this card? Some thought is written in that card. Would you like to take this card? It's a nice thought. Why don't you follow this? You're just sitting and chanting. You're not doing anything. Why don't you take this thought and just follow it? Then we also take that thought. In Hindi they say, Ullu ka patha. It means that you become an owl. You become an owl. So you become an owl in front of your mind. The mind cheats you, gives you one thought which has got nothing to do with you, because you are a spirit soul. You are a lover of Krishna. Krishna belongs to you, you belong to Krishna. You have got nothing to do with this mind. But mind comes and gives you one thought, takes it. Hey, please take it, take it, take it. And then we take it. Okay, okay, give. Then from that thought, mind gives you another thought, another thought, another thought, another thought. Suddenly, between you and the holy name, there's such a big gap. There's such a big gap. You are no longer listening to the sound vibration. The sound vibration is going on in the mouth, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, but you are going somewhere else.
Sounds kind of like doom scrolling.
So, the process is very simple. Prabhupada gave a very, very simple process. Prabhupada said that the technique to chant is to chant and hear. Very, very simple process. Prabhupada didn't complicate it more than this. He said, you chant the Hare Krishna and then you hear the sound vibration. That's it. He didn't say anything more. He didn't say, think of Krishna, do this, do that. He didn't say all that. He just said, chant Hare Krishna and hear. So, if we stick to that, then slowly we can detach from the mind. That's the difficulty. That's the difficult part, that how to detach ourselves from the medium which we are so much attached to, which is the body and the mind. Okay, any other comments? Anybody else?
It just seems to me that the process is simple, but the mind is complicated. That's why it's not compatible. If the mind was simple, it'd be okay. Right? What will help everyone in chanting if we lead a simple life, right? Do the simple things, not make it so complex with so many gadgets, so many numbers to worry about. Just keep it simple. KISS program, keep it simple.
That's stupid, yeah. That's why Prabhupada said simple living, high thinking. It's very important. Yes, Mataji. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu. This was such a nice class. You gave wonderful, you shared wonderful realizations, like, Lord Chaitanya, Gaudita, you're dancing all over the world. That's a very profound realization. Another one you mentioned, and like Krishna comes in different incarnations to attract us, and like in different moods. And you also mentioned about how science is catching up, and you gave wonderful examples, very practical. The best one was that, like how this body can, this is something we can actually preach to newcomers, and particularly the local audience, that you might be thirsty, but because your body is not allowing you to taste something. I guess my question is, how do you come up with these profound realizations? Like, this is just something very unique. Everyone knows that there's so many temples in this all over the world, but no one ever thought that Gaudita is dancing all over the world.
Well, it's practical, no? They're dancing all over the world. It's just reality. It's just reality. You can see that they're dancing all over the world. It's just, because I travel all over the world, I see them dancing everywhere.
Yeah.
then it's reality for us that they are dancing all over the world. You see, you find this idea that you have to go and convince that God is a blue color boy who is herding cows and has many girlfriends. And in order to find him, you should not have any girlfriend. Amazing, is it not? Prabhupada did that. Prabhupada did that. Practically, Prabhupada did that. So that means there is some reality in that. There's some reality in that. Right? So it's not that Prabhupada did something, many leaders came and they did something and then they did not last for long. Okay? Many so-called spiritual movements started along with Prabhupada's movement in America. Where are they now? Where are they now? Just lost in the wind. But you see how ISKCON is going strength to strength, strength to strength. We are the biggest growing religion in Russia. We are the biggest growing religion in China. That there's so many practitioners all over the world. There's some reality to this. Substance is there. That's what Bhagavatam is saying, that vastavam atra vastu shivadam. Means that substance which causes auspiciousness to anyone who touch. You just touch. It causes auspiciousness. You chant Hare Krishna, your life becomes auspicious. Very simple. I see so many people in Canada, they're called homeless. And I saw also in USA, so many people homeless. Sometimes they're called bum, I think so. They go, they're wasting their life. And then I see other people, young people, who are just running the rat race like mad. But I also see all of you. So happy, every day dancing. Giving high five to Maharaj. Prabhupada said once that the whole world is surprised that how we are so happy. But we are surprised how these people are suffering. They are suffering so much. We are surprised why these people are suffering so much. So the point is that Krishna says that Krishna consciousness is practical. Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam, Pavitramidam Uttapam, Pratyakshaavagamam dharmyam susukam kartum avyayam. He says, Pratyaksha avagamam dharmyam. Means that, he says, whatever you do, immediately you can experience. So the idea is to look for that experience. When we come to Krishna consciousness, we look for that experience. And then we express some gratitude to Krishna for that experience. Krishna, I got some nice prasad today. Thank you very much. We express some gratitude to Krishna. Then that becomes a very strong realization or feeling which we can carry with us. Right? That we should be aware of what Krishna is doing to us day to day. We should be aware what Krishna is doing to us day to day. Every day is an adventure. Every day is an adventure. And every day Krishna is doing something with us. We should become aware of it. That's what Krishna consciousness means. That every day Krishna is doing something with us. Yesterday when I came, I was a stranger to all of you. Today Krishna has done something that I am no longer a stranger to all of you. So that change Krishna has brought about in a relationship between you and me just by a simple process of dialogue. That Maharaj asked me, why don't you give a class? I said, yes Maharaj, why not? And then here I am. We are having a nice time. So this is because Krishna is doing it. And if we understand it, and if we become grateful, then life is so joyful because you have so much to thank to Krishna. You have so much of gratitude to experience, to give it to devotees. You have so much to share. Everybody has it. It's not like it's very unique to me. Everybody has it. But it's just, you have to become conscious of it. That's it. When you become conscious of it, then you see that you have it. Right? That's the process.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Okay. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for the great class. And you mentioned that how to reach Srila Prabhupada books, and then he said you have to have faith in Prabhupada, and then we need to invest faith in the process of understanding the message. I want to understand that how does it look in practicality?
Okay, in practicality, it looks that first of all, you accept what Prabhupada is saying is correct. Okay, then you accept your own reality that I may not be able to follow it, or I may not be able to understand it, or for me, it looks like Greek and Latin. But I accept what he is saying is correct. Then you aspire to follow as much as you can. Okay, within your own limitations, within what you can do and what you cannot do, you try to follow as much as you can. You make a step forward. You never say that, oh, you read something, you don't say, oh, this is not practical. This is all some old man, writing something is all very impractical. We are now in a modern age. These things are not applicable. Don't think like that. You understand, okay, what he is telling is right, but I don't know how to relate to it. I don't know how to relate to it. Then you go and pray to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, you are writing so many things, I am unable to relate to it. Why don't you help me to relate to these things? Okay, because he is not like a person who is gone, finished. It's not like that. Okay. The parampara stays. The parampara stays. So then we also have a living representative who is the Guru, who is actually representing Prabhupada. So go and discuss with him that how to relate to things which I cannot relate to. Okay, but invest faith. We may not be able to do everything what Prabhupada says. That's okay. That's okay. But we should not reject it. This is where we start. Okay. Then the next step is try to do what you can. And the third step is keep improving on that. That's it. 3-step process. How to solidify faith. Okay. So our time is over. It's 8:30. We should stop here.
I just wanted to make a quick announcement about your IDC.
Yeah. Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah.